Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Thursday the 4th, also Independence Day, 4th of July, major holiday for summer fun, I guess is the best way to put it. So we got this morning fairly early. I had a weird, just insane, crazy dream overnight of I don't know, contractors coming in and trying to paint a house that I had. It was like an old industrial building that was turned into a house, and they wouldn't give me a quote on the price. And it was just like they brought a team in. It was a whole mess. It was a really crazy dream, to the point it was so vivid that when I woke up, I could still smell the sand dust in the air and stuff in my nose. And I got up and couldn't get back to sleep. It was just the colors, the smells and sounds. And I went to the cops to try and get people kicked out of my property, because I'm like, I don't want them here. They're supposed to come give me a quote, not start working on stuff. They're tearing out shit that I've already finished. It's just, cops well, it sounds like a contractor deal. You got to pay them if they do work. I'm like, that's not what I wanted. It was a mess. And man, it took me a long time to get back to sleep, to the point that I actually turned on a podcast and kind of just one I'd already heard, just kind of drowned it back out and just try and get back to sleep, which was crazy. So one of the dogs wanted out also, since I was up in the middle of the night. It was 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. So let her out real quick. She came back in and settled back down again. But got up though, got out, got the dogs outside, jumped in the hot tub for a little bit. Wife got up, and I was able to get back in, get the dogs all fed, get that taken care of. She has the day off of work. She has tomorrow off also, which is nice. 4-day weekend, although I got a bunch of dogs, so not really doing much of anything, but good way for her to kind of just chill back and relax and take some time down. So, but went ahead after I got the dogs cared for, went for my run this morning, because a couple of cats I'm watching are within running range of the house. So I actually ran there, fed the cat, ran back. So kind of works out. I figure if I'm out of the house anyway, I might as well go ahead and get my run in. The only thing that does suck is normally when I have a bunch of dogs in the house, I'll kind of stay a little closer to the property, because I don't know, even at a good heavy hard pace, I'm probably 12 minutes out at that house. If I get a call saying, hey, the dogs are causing issues, it'd be a 12-minute run back. And if I got dogs that are kind of causing issues, I often will stay within 5-6 minutes of the house. I'll just kind of run up and down the area right there and stay a lot closer. But I'm the dogs I have right now, they're doing really good, so I'm not really concerned about it. So went ahead, went and got the cats taken care of, came back, and the cats were fine. They were both there. So I sent them an update going, hey, both cats were still inside this time, and last time where one was missing, kind of thing. So got that wrapped up. Went ahead, I don't know why they don't have any type of music or radio or something playing to kind of drown out the noise outside, especially with the fireworks that are coming. It would make more sense to have some kind of noise, because these cats do not like thunderstorms, which I assume also means they don't like fireworks, but who knows. Luckily it was not the night the cat got locked out, because God, that would have been bad. So went ahead, got back from my run, had a dog get dropped off. I went real early because they said they want to drop the dog off about 8:30 in the morning, and I was like, okay, usually if it says 8:30, she means 8:01, usually what happens. So I got back to the house, jumped in the shower, was basically getting out of the shower, and it was time. She's always really good about letting me know when she's 15 minutes or so out, so I knew I was safe there. And I get the message going, oh, what perfect timing, she's going to be here 10-15 minutes, I'll be good to go. Nope. Turns out she's telling me it'll be after 9 before she drops the dog off. And I'm like, son of a bitch, I wouldn't have had to get all this stuff done quite so damn early, but it is what it is. So went ahead. At that point I was able to kind of just slow down a minute, get the dogs all chill. She got here, we chatted a little bit. She's a news reporter, so she was going out with the sheriff and going up in the helicopter and doing some other stuff that she was doing with the whole 4th of July stuff. So we chatted a little bit about it and all the craziness it's about to pursue for the day. So brought her dog in, got him out in the yard, let everybody kind of sniff together and stuff. And I wasn't sure I was going to go, because he likes to hump things. He likes to get a little bit obsessed with the dog every now and then just goes hump crazy on him. And last time he was here, he was doing it to a couple little dogs that I was just like, no, it's not. They're not enjoying this at all. They're terrified. So he got to spend a lot of time by himself. So we'll see how it goes. Put them all out, but I also have a giant unneutered dog here that I'm like, oh, this could end up being sketchy as AF. but turned out they got along great. Everything was good to go. Everybody hung around together, just chilling out in the yard. Everybody got some good playing in, got a good wrestling in, chasing, which I'm like, please run and play as much as you possibly can, because fireworks tonight, I want you guys all as tired as possible. The more exhausted you are, the less freaked out you'll be, and you won't have all that pinned up energy from just napping all damn day. So hung out for the day, just kind of doing my thing, not too much going on, just being lazy and just watching all the dogs and working with them, rotate them in and out with the heat. Went in, checked my wife, and she said something about going out to get in the pool possibly, and I said, okay, cool. She goes, what are you doing? So I'm gonna watch some TV inside to give an excuse for the dogs to be in here out of the heat and the air conditioning. And she goes, oh, I'll do that instead. I'm like, okay, I would have no problem putting you out of the pool, but that's up to you. So we ended up laying down on the couch together, because I was just gonna hang out with the dogs, but she laid down with me. So our couch was bought only for napping. The back cushions come off, gives us extra room. She lays down behind there, and I lay down behind her, she lays down in front of me, and we get all cuddled up, get the dogs all kind of situated. I did separate out the one dog because I didn't want to worry about him trying to hunt people while we're trying to kind of nap / watch TV. So got that one pulled apart, and then basically just chilled out, watched, I don't know how many episodes of Baby Reindeer, that new series is on Netflix this year. And that guy, man, he wrote that story, paints himself as a complete asshole. Like, he's an idiot now. There's like so many flaws with him in there that if that's how you painted yourself and you're the one controlling the narrative, you must have been way, way worse. Like, I don't know anybody who like basically oversells their flaws and their faults in these things, but man, you're a giant piece of shit in so many of these parts of the story. And we dozed off a couple times. So I'm not sure, it might have been some parts I missed, of course, but it wasn't good enough to feel the need to go back and look again at it. And I'm like, this just, I don't know, it really comes off as weird. Now, the person it was supposedly about, I guess she sued him. I guess the line that got him sued, that I think she's gonna win the case, or maybe already did win the case, somebody said, was the beginning of this thing. It says, this is a true story, as opposed to based on a true story, because based on a true story is way different, and it would have saved all that lawsuit. But man, this was, I think it started out as like a friend show, like the person did it's like a friend show, and it became a TV show, which is funny because I've got a friend of mine who has a friend show about how much her ex-boyfriend was a psychopath and all that good fun stuff, to the point that she's like, to change his name legally, his name has 2 T's in it. And when she tells the name on the show, she's like, it's Matt with 1 T, because his real name is Matt with 2 T's. So apparently, according to her lawyers, that's all she needs to not get sued, which I don't know if that's truly the case, but hey, what do I know? So yeah, there's that whole thing. I think she's hoping she'll get a show picked up from this, also the way she's promoting it, but hard telling. So yeah, went ahead, watched it off and on, watched a bunch of episodes, and got around, got the dogs all back outside. We was hanging out for the day. Had another dog getting dropped off for the first time. I did a meet and greet with him a couple days ago, and it's a really old golden retriever and super sweet, and just like 12 or 14. I don't remember. She's old, and she's just a peaceful character. So got him out there. She's getting along with all the dogs, except of course the unneutered male. He decides he wants to try and be dominant over her, so he gets separated out. So now he gets to play alone. And I'm like, God, this sucks. So kind of is what it is. But yeah, kept them all apart. Everybody had a good time. She overheated, the new old dog overheated real quick. So we got her back inside, got them all fed, got them all cared for, got medication all over for the couple that have medication for the anxiety for the fireworks and stuff coming up. And unfortunately, somebody starts shooting off fireworks at like 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock, which it sucks because often it's easier to get pills when the dog with a fire start, but I want to start too early because the pills only last for a few hours. So I gotta time it where it's during the worst part. But if I wait till the shit starts, it's hard to get the dog to take the pills. So I gave him the medication in his food, kind of hid it in his food, and went and looked and he spit it out. So I was like, nope, buddy, you're getting it this time. So I just pried his mouth open. He's a giant 100+ pound dog. Pried his mouth open, chucked the pill down his throat, and then held his mouth shut. And then gave him a little piece of his food off the floor that he'd spilled that I basically was able to get him to swallow it. So it worked out real good. So yeah, went ahead and got the medication in him at least, and then just chilled out for the evening. Wife wanted to have burgers for 4th of July. just absolutely go for it. Turned out she just bought hamburger instead of buying a hamburger and sausage mix. I used to do 50-50, and she went just plain hamburger, which is not as good a burger, I don't care. But I pan fried it up. Didn't feel like firing up the big green egg and stuff just for a few burgers, but went ahead and got that knocked out. Was able to have that, had some baked beans, shoved some coleslaw, and basically just kind of ended up watching an episode of Young Sheldon. From there, was able to hang out for the evening. Fireworks were going off, so some of the dogs wanted to be inside, some of the dogs wanted to be outside, so we kept kind of rotating through, get everybody out to the bathroom, and then the shit got bad. There was one dog wanted to be outside with me, like he was absolutely obsessed, wanted to be outside with me. The rest of them were chilling out with my wife inside on the bed, and everybody was doing really, really good. So surprisingly, for as bad as it went really well. So it is what it is. But yeah, heard there's every neighborhood dog. Holy crap, you just hear dogs screaming and barking and freaking out. It was just awful. There's a house 3 houses north of us, 1 house east of us. I'm pretty sure they're the ones doing it, and they set off just, I mean, thousands of dollars worth of fireworks. Absolutely just, and tons of them just the big bangs that just make boom noise. No pretty, no nothing. And those I definitely hate. And they also had probably 30 minutes worth of just screaming ones. So ones like a whistle out, just that screaming sound, and then make sparklies. But man, I felt so bad for all the dogs. Nobody's taking the time to teach how to calm them down and stuff, and how to get over their anxiety sounds and whatnot. But it was not fun for me, and it's super stressful, super stressful. But my dogs all did really good. So all the dogs I was in care of, which made me feel really good, because the owners, 3 of them are here legitimately just because they freak out during fireworks, and the owners know they do better with me at my house than they do with them at their house, which is kind of scary to think about, but it is a thing. So but yeah, I went ahead and it's all good there. So from there, finally wrapped it up, headed back in, turned on all the noisemakers I have to try and drown out the fireworks. I went to bed pretty early, truthfully. Fireworks still going off, and it wasn't too bad at all. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.